slam down. Q Robinson gets the sack.
Exactly what Kane Wommack wanted to see. He said, I want to see this defensive line.
2nd and 8. Finley from the pocket. Launches, and it's picked off at the 35-yard line. Returned back inside the 20 by Keon Sabb. And Chris Braswell is edge rushers. Finley has time, fires over the middle. Another interception. It's Sabb again, his 2nd pick already. Back to the 40. Stays in bounds. Down the sideline. And finally, on a play, Keon Sabb and his Alabama debut.
It's over the middle of the field to throw into.
We're at the Alabama 33 all of a sudden. He is sacked. Brought down by Q Robinson. Coach at South Alabama, now the defensive coordinator here for the Tide. And look at that push up the middle by Tim Keenan.
There's only so much you can do. It's just right here, and he's going one direction, backwards. That time there's no help for the right guard, mano-a-mano. And
opening series for the Badgers. Locke fires over the middle and broken up at the last moment. Locke winding up, want to go deep. Oh, he got smashed. Woo! What a hit.
Gotta understand the internal clock, and when it goes off against a team like Alabama, you better get out of there, and in particular protect the football. Wisconsin so fortunate that they're able to fall on that ball. I believe Malusi got that recovery, but LT Overton.
They give it to him. Oh, and he won't. Alabama meets him in the backfield, drives him down. And the Crimson Tide deny Wisconsin. Locke taking his time, with time, backpedaling. He's got to get through, and he's hit as he throws the football incomplete. First down and 15 at the 15. Yakimelli has done a nice job in the game. Lost it. Was he down? Alabama has it. And yes, the Badgers turn it over again, their 2nd turnover of the game.
Making some mistakes. 2nd fumble from that room. First from Malusi earlier in the game, and there Yakimelli just gets it ripped out of his hands. How about that reaction? That was Overton, wasn't it? In there, number 0, Deontay Lawson. Well, I think for him, he knows what he wanted, but oh gosh, that one was almost picked off there. Locke is caught. You can see he pumps. Beautiful job getting to the ball. That was Pierre, Yonze Pierre, number 42.
Another 3rd and long for Georgia.
Tide showing pressure, and they bring it. Ball out quickly. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damani Jackson, the transfer from USC. And it's gone from bad to worse in a hurry for the Dogs.
How about the job by this corner? What a play by Damani Jackson. That ball got on him in a hurry. See how quickly? And I don't think it was a flash before his eyes because it was hidden behind the receiver. He shows that athletic ability, and it gives Jalen Milroe outstanding field position here.
Championship game. 2nd and 7. Pitch on the edge. Love it. Short gain. Zabian Brown. Whistle had blown. No fumble. Pass to the far right, empty backfield. 3-man rush. Beck surveys, throws it right to Alabama. It's picked up by Jahan Campbell. A disastrous turnover just when the Dogs had momentum. The 2nd for Beck tonight.
Back over there. Hits him right in the chest. Poor decision by Beck after the big stop by the Dogs defense.
He said you're going to see stuff they've never seen on tape anywhere. Invented for this game. Heavy pressure. Beck off his back foot just heaves it to green grass. Could not block the crimson wave that came at him.
Everybody downfield.
It took a while. There was a lot of urging from Kalen DeBoer on the Alabama sideline. But Daniel Gotro gets the crew together. Yeah, that was just a obvious attempt to avoid his safety, and that's what it's going to be.
The result of the penalty is a safety.
Pressure immediately, and Beck is knocked down. Deontay Lawson out of Mobile. ETN can make it happen quickly. But he has been corralled by this tight run defense, and Deontay Lawson makes another big play. Staying alive here in this game with these fourth down conversions. On first down, Beck loses the football. They knock it out of his hands, and Latham makes the recovery. Rusa knocked it loose. Another turnover for Beck.
Off the edge, number 4. One didn't know if he could go. He's got power. You could see the change of direction, the awareness to be able to get his hands on the football. So he might not be at 100%, but he makes a big impact on this game here in the fourth quarter with that left hand knocking the ball loose.
Batted away. Good enough to the left, but Keon Sabb was standing right there and knocked it down. Beck launches for the end zone. Jump ball. Intercepted. And Xavier Brown, the freshman, makes a game-saving play for Alabama. Talk about stepping up in a massive way 4 games into your college football career.
Unbelievable. You know, instead of being press man, Chris, the true freshman gave the bigger receiver some room. About 10 yards off the line of scrimmage. You'll see him as you way out to the left. And what it allows him to do is this time, look how he locates the football. The previous time he did not. This time, because of the cushion, he was able to see the ball. And he's got the athletic ability, once he sees the ball, to be able to go up high point and be an athlete and take it away from the taller receiver at 6'3".
Alexander, nowhere to go. Spun around and gets spun down for a loss.
Same could be said of his running back, Rocket Sanders. That is batted right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, that changes.
2nd and 7. Sellers is going to keep it. Sellers is going to turn the corner, but he was undercut at the last second by Damani Jackson.
Joe, that really has struggled the last 2 weeks as well. You see him going down deep. It looks like maybe he takes a knee right to the side of the body.
And it's 3rd down and 3. Sellers gobbled up and taken down again. Tim Smith has been so active, Jesse. 4th and 11. They bring pressure. They get it out quickly, but unable to get there is Joshua Simon, their big tight end. So it'll go down as a turnover on down. Sellers had to quickly get it out and can't get anywhere. The true freshman Bennett was undercut by Mbakwe. Sellers on 1st down. He is pressured. That ball's loose. That is recovered by Alabama.
Can't take a sack, but you can't compound the problem by doing something like this. It's hard just reading his body language, figuring out what he was trying to do in the first.
Opening drive of the second half. Sellers. He is sacked that time. 6 penalty on Alabama for 51 yards. Ball is loose. The ball is loose. A fight for the ball. And Alabama's got it. 2-point conversion to tie this game. Sellers looking for something to the end zone. Overthrows it. Sellers. Is there some magic in his arm? Intercepted. Damani Jackson, who left the game injured, came back and is going to put an end to it right here. That was awesome stuff. Just awesome. How great is the SEC on a day like this?
6'6", 215-pounder Izia Maliava on the run. Dylan Sampson, the ball comes out at the end of the run. Alabama saying they have it, and the officials concur. Jahad Campbell recovered the Sampson fumble.
Keon Sabb, a great tackle there, and as looks like Sampson spinning out, Malachi Moore is able to grab it and dislodge the football where there's a scrum and Alabama ends up for it. That's 2 games in a row now where Tennessee has a promising offensive drive stalled because of a ball that hits the deck and a fumble. Just a big play there by Alabama's defense, but a critical mistake by Tennessee. 3rd and 9 against this pass rush, but he's very comfortable in this offense.
Throws deep into coverage, and his first throw of the afternoon is intercepted by Malachi Moore with a lot of running room across the field. Still on his feet and out of bounds near the 35. Back 44 yards.
And he can clearly feel the heat off the left-hand side from Quay Russaw. Moore escapes, kind of throws a fadeaway jumper, but that's about as easy as it gets for Malachi Moore. And as a backup quarterback, you haven't warmed up, you haven't thrown any passes.
23-yard gain. Iamaleava running out of time, hit as he throws, intercepted. Another huge mistake.
Great pass rush, terrible decision, and Alabama's defense stands up again with another turnover.
In the last 20 years, Mississippi State in 2020. Iamaleava. It was from the spot of the foul, so from 3rd and 10 to 3rd and 5. And that play is dropped for a loss. Sampson.
Flea flicker on the second play, and ripped down is Brady Cook. The injured ankle, and yet gutting it out, and they go quickly to Burden. And he cannot find anything. 3rd and 6. His first pass attempt of the day, and it is intercepted. Malachi Moore. Moore on the return. Malachi Moore picks off Drew Pine.
Boy, the veteran safety, Malachi Moore. Watch him in the middle, just playing center field, watching Drew Pine's eyes. And I mentioned the height. I don't think Drew Pine ever saw him. Look at all these guys right in the vision of Drew Pine. I don't think he knew Malachi Moore was sitting right there in the middle of the field as he tries to find Luther Burden up the seam.
Pine downfield, and it's intercepted again. Bray Hubbard this time picks off Drew Pine.
And the Roll Tide crowd is rolling.
Really tight until 6.5 minutes to play when Alabama pulled away. 2nd and 7. Pine pressured, and he's picked off for a 3rd time. Quay Russaw this time. Drew Pine has thrown 3 interceptions.
Got his head around late, and then it's out of his reach. And another turnover for Drew Pine. Good runner. Thought we'd see him a little earlier, but here on 3rd and 1, let's see if they use it.
3rd and 1, I think they messed up the mesh point there in the play between Blood and Carroll. 3rd and goal. Carroll reaching for that end zone, and he's going to be marked a yard short. 4th and goal. Oh! Tackled for a loss is Carroll. They brought the starters back in to secure the shutout, and Kane Womack loves it. Look at how fired up that defensive coordinator is in a game like this.
Stout red zone defense so far this season. Slant, bobble, incomplete. And fake it to Durham. Nussmeier immediately under pressure, loses the football. It's on the ground, and it's scooped up. And Alabama with the takeaway. Tim Smith made the recovery. The pressure came from Jihad Campbell. Slot right, Williams is the back. And Nussmeier across the middle. 3rd interception. Deontay Lawson makes the pick right at the goal line. It will be a touchback. Nussmeier's 10th interception of the season. Tigers need 5 on this 4th down. Nussmeier this time has time, checks it down, and it's a short pass, and Durham not going to get there. Snap a 14-game home winning streak. They've got 15 straight wins at night coming in here. Kelly's first loss in a home night game, and that's a pick by Bray Hubbard.
C.J. Miller gets the carry. Ball's on the ground. Fumble, and Alabama has it. Damani Jackson shot in and pried it free.
For Alabama last 2 weeks, look at Damani Jackson and the speed. It's a corner blitz. He comes off that side and just runs down C.J. Miller. Textbook, popping that ball loose, coming down with that right hand, hammering the ball out.
Pressure comes. Neubauer in trouble. Throws. Completes the pass for a Mercer first down to Roble. Ball comes out. Alabama has it. Zabian Brown with blockers in front of him. Brown takes it for a Crimson Tide touchdown.
Have the holding men. What an excellent job popping the ball out, and then the speed, the swarm of this Alabama defense. Zabian Brown with a textbook hit on the ball. And then here comes the cavalry leading the way all the way down the field for the touchdown.
3rd and 9. Neubauer in trouble. Down he goes. Jahad Campbell.
The pass rush, it is just his quickness, shooting right through that gap. Little inside move over E.J. Johnson, the right tackle. And
2 on 3rd down. Tatum smacked down, lost the ball. Fumbles have been a huge problem all season. Deontay Lawson recovers that. But
last few plays, we saw a corner blitz. This time you're going to see the safety here kind of cheat down, and then get involved in big hit right there. Ball comes out, and Lawson's able to capitalize and get on that, but give Coach Womack a lot of credit there for dialing that pressure up of their snaps tonight.
Keeper again. That time he's going to be swarmed by Overton and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Tide 30. This is a double pass. Hunter fires into a crowd. Intercepted. Picked off by Bray Hubbard. Turnover was an interception thrown by the running back Jarquez Hunter. Thorne again avoids the sack. Throws deep and it's intercepted. Fairweather was open, but the ball hung in the air and it's picked off by Zabian Brown.
And just a great job by Zabian Brown. If you look at it, looked like there was going to be a chance downfield. I mean, you stop it right there, and Zabian Brown is kind of stuck between 2 wide receivers. Instead, he's able to read the throw, turn and reverse course, and intercept the underthrown deep ball. If that ball's thrown faster, more on the line, or more over the top, it's probably going to be a completion.
Warren now trying to scramble. Warren takes a big hit and goes down. Wolverines have to get across midfield. They're going to hand it off on 3rd down and very long, and Alabama was ready for that. 3rd and 6. Warren throws low, and it's skipped to his would-be receiver, and then, even though it was incomplete, now Hall in the backfield with Warren, and he's got 2 running backs. Marshall there as well. Marshall gets the ball and gets clobbered. Alabama just a 4-man rush. Warren immediately, though, moving right. Warren has nowhere to go, and he gets sacked. James Smith again somersaults his way. Orji keeps it, and Orji gets swallowed up immediately. Tim Smith was there. That seems impossible. Orji flushed. Orji throws on the move, and it's intercepted. Intercepted.
To shift the momentum in the ball game, just playing zone coverage does a great job of reading the quarterback's eyes, driving on the throw, and making a game-changing play here late in the 3rd.
First turnover.
And we're seeing why today.
Yeah, he's playing really well. That's the biggest play of the game for the Wolverines. On 1st down, his counterpart in the backfield, Benjamin Hall, gets wrestled down. Orji, and the offensive line, somebody wasn't ready for that play to get snapped. Tim Keenan got in there.